And welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about water issues in the huge San Fernando Water Basin. My guest this segment is Adrin Nazarian, who is a member of the State Assembly from San Fernando Valley. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So as you know, during a prolonged drought, California basically starts utilizing more and more groundwater. And there's a huge basin, San Fernando Basin, that serves Los Angeles.
And surrounding
areas. But there's some real problems with the water quality, isn't there?
Yes, there is. And thank you for bringing that up. Over the course of the last 50, 60 years plus, when San Fernando Valley went through its industrialization and manufacturing jobs came in, close attention wasn't paid to what some of the chemicals and metallic residues were doing to our naturally existing aquifers. And so over time, the pollution contaminated the naturally existing water that we had, and we've been able to draw through an elaborate system of wells to utilize as drinking clean water, after, of course, it's processed. And so attention was paid through the 80s to try to clean up, but those efforts failed. And now we've gotten to a point that we are extremely water dependent on the water coming in from the north or from Colorado River. And so we need to ensure that we establish our own water independence and ensure that we have a reliable source to be able to draw from our ground well.
Of course, that's always been a mantra of Los Angeles, greater Los Angeles, going back to the Owens Valley. And so I know that there's an effort to try to cut back on the necessity to import more water. I mean, since you've got plenty of water under the ground right now, you just have to clean it up.
Yes, because the conservation for LA, and I know especially in Los Angeles, DWP unfortunately sometimes doesn't have the best reputation, but the efforts that DWP has taken over the course of the last 4 decades have been amazing. The conservation is such that in the course of the last 40 years, with population growth in Los Angeles, over 1 million in population growth, we still use and consume the same amount of water as we did back in the 70s. So that should tell you that when it comes to conservation efforts, we've done tremendous work.
So you're sitting on this huge potential water supply as long as you can clean it up. That's not going to be inexpensive. And so do you need money to be in whatever comes out in the form of a water bond on the ballot to be designated for underground groundwater management, groundwater cleanup?
That's why I've been working with my colleagues, especially from the San Fernando Valley, as well as the greater Los Angeles area, in circulating a letter asking for the author of the bond, Mr. Rendon, to include a separate chapter set aside for water cleanup in the San Fernando Valley Basin, which is going to cost anywhere between 600 to 900 million, almost $1 billion on its own.
As you know, negotiations, on a water bond have been ongoing for quite a while. Is the idea of groundwater cleanup gaining some traction, do you think?
Yes, very much so. The mayor of Los Angeles is very much involved in this. He has a couple of important priorities on his mind, this being one of them, the second being the river, LA River. And so we're working together in collaboration to make sure that we're able to deliver these water independence for Los Angeles.
All right, well, we're out of time for this segment, but Assemblyman Nazarian, thank you very much for coming by and talking about this very critical issue.
Thank you.
And thanks to our viewers also for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. A reminder, you can see this and other interviews on YouTube, also on My Government On Demand. Have a great day.